One of the early things you must learn is leading across generations. If you're lucky to have a workplace that has maybe four generations of work of different generations, then I tell you you're lucky because you don't know what you're missing. But if you have a generation, if you have a workplace that is simply millennial, Gen Z, there's also a way to communicate with them. So I'll be short. I have materials on this. I could share at the end of the day, but let me help you understand how to work with the different generations. So simply, we always think when you work with different generations, you need to change something. You know, said it earlier on. If you've listened, you don't change. You understand the people, and you communicate with them with the language. You speak their language. So it's first and first. It's not about changing anything. It's about communicating so they understand. If I have Russians, Latinos, Nigerians, how and they don't use one language, what do? I learn the language well and I speak to them in the language and they understand. And there's a feeling people have. I've seen it every time people speak. If you go into a new part, if you go into a new country and you hear someone speak your language might never have made sense to you. But hearing them speak it in a different environment gives you a sense of belonging, and that's how it is in the workplace. So for boomers, baby boomers, they love loyalty. You must understand what loyalty means. In every workplace it's different. But loyalty is loyalty. They want to know that you're loyal to them. I'm not saying Playboy Friday, loyalty. You know when people are loyal to you. Figure it out and what it means to you in the workplace. For Generation X, they value a bit of independence. For such people, they might not be comfortable with the way you would handle a Gen Y or a Gen Z. They value independence. Understand what independence means to the people you're working with. Millennials are very flexible. I don't know why they say millennials are flexible, but that's what it is. I think prior to now, we used to believe Gen X were the flexible one, but research shows that millennials are a bit flexible. You just have to understand what catches their fancy, and they don't give much of the problems. Most of the time, it's the problems we have in the beginning where millennials and Gen Z, I think they're beginning to figure out how to cope. But millennials are very flexible. Understand what flexibility means to people in your team and try to be flexible to them. Yeah, Gen Z, they see Gen Z are very authentic, and somehow they are. They're very authentic because if you say this is what you want to do, they're not the ones you give. They're not the ones who give rules of engagement and flout it. They're the ones who give rules of engagement, and you be the first to do it because they would hold you. They'll be your own police. So understanding how to communicate with these people and put yourself in their shoes helps you win more with them. Each responds to different tones. The tones and pace of communication is always different. So you must figure out you must learn people's language if you want to work effectively with them. If you speak one language for four generations, you're all for a problem. Friction is very, very bound to happen if you speak one language. But we're saying speak different languages, learn their values, and meet everybody halfway. That's the best way for you to work with all the generations they work with. So, but I've had many works on generations in the workplace. That seems to be my forte. So, if you want some of them, just comment below and I'll share them with you. Like I said, 3 different languages. That's how you win them that way. Cheers, my name is Charles.